Can I get everybody to mute, please?
Okay, so it's 1 to 2:30. So what I can do is let me start.
Can I get everybody to mute, please, if you're not speaking to me?
Let's see if mine is on. Oh, sorry.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to be doing a basic pen testing room today, which is set up as a capture the flag style activity. So we're in Try Hack Me. Go to Learn, All Rooms, and then type in basic. And we're doing this room today. So everybody can go ahead and get logged in and raise your hand when you're ready to go. All right, I see one person ready to go. Where are the rest of you at?
This is on the Try Hack Me site, right?
Yes, this is Try Hack Me.
Okay, thank you. I'm logged in. So.
Yes, if you're first time here, you have to click join room.
I think I kicked myself out of here.
So you have to click on the start attack box. It's going to be in blue at the top. And then you want to click on the start machine, which is going to be in green in task 1. All right, we've got 2 people ready to go. In order to get to the room, you go to tryhackme.com, log in. You're going to click on the top on the thing that looks like a book, and then click on all rooms, and then type in basic. And then you're going to have to join the room. And then once you join the room, you can launch your attack machine. It's going to be a blue button on the top, and then you can start your machine at the bottom. All right, so I'll be talking about an IP address during the course of the stuff that we're going to be doing. My IP address is right here. your IP address is going to be in the same location, but on your machine. So you're not going to be using the same IP address that I'm using. You want to use the one that's connected to the machine that you are on. Okay, so this box is about, it's set up as a capture the flag where you're trying to find information within the system, but it's based around web application testing and privilege escalation. So the first thing we're going to do, it says, is deploy the machine and connect to our network. So if you have clicked start machine and you see the IP address here, then you have completed that task. All right, so next up, what we want to do is we want to launch a terminal window, and we're going to do an nmap scan so that we can find out what ports are open on this machine. So any questions so far?
You mentioned a room. Is it, I have like, looks like I have the same thing you have in the screen. I didn't see anything about a room, but I do have the same screens that you have.
Do you see basic pen testing right here?
No, I have the tutorial, so.
Okay, you want to share your screen?
Well, you're on my phone and I'm on a different laptop. That's kind of how it is right now. You mentioned the book, the top.
Yeah, so if you see the tutorial, you can, if you can cancel out of the tutorial and click on beginner.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. This is being recorded, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because I don't want to hold anyone up. I don't see.
All right, well,
yeah, beginner.
You don't see beginner?
No, it just takes me to, like, when I go to the beginning, it's dashboard, learn, complete, compete, and other. And then it has classrooms and develop rooms.
So when you go to the front page, let's see.
I'm trying to see what I have here.
So do you see this on your dashboard? Do you see like dashboard? Do you see learn, complete, other?
I do see dashboard, learn, complete, and other. That's what I have.
So click on learn.
Okay.
Do you see overview all rooms series?
I see learning paths down here.
Of learning paths, do you see overview all rooms and series?
No, not yet. Let me see. I have learning paths and it has complete beginner. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah, you can click on that one.
Okay.
And do you see learn?
Yes, do you have that at the top of the page?
Yeah, so can you do learn and do you see all rooms?
Let's see. It does not give me that. I don't know how my setup is on this, but.
Okay, well, if you want to log into Zoom from your phone, then you can share and I can help you get to where we're at, but I can't help you if I can't see it.
No, you're fine. I'll watch the recording. I'll play with it. No worries.
All right, let's see. All right, so we're going to do an nmap scan over here on the right. So you're going to say nmap space, and then you could just say -A, and then you want to put in your IP address. So not the same as mine. So 10.10.232.22 is mine. Yours shows up over here on the left underneath the IP address. And press enter.
Hi, Tanisha, you're not sharing your screen anymore.
Oh, I'm not? Oh. Thank you. All right, can you guys see that now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so nmap-a, and then your IP address. So mine is 10.10.232.22. Yours is going to be something different probably. And you're going to just press enter. So the A has to be capitalized and there has to be a space in between nmap and between the A. All right, so once your nmap completes, we're going to see the services that are available that are on this machine. So when we do that, all right, so when we do that, we see that there are, let's see. There's at least a web server on here. And if this sidebar works for me, I can show you the rest of it. All right, so we see there's a port 80, which has an Apache web server on there. We see that there's an SSH services available. There are 2 SMB servers that are available on ports 139 and 445. We see that there is another Apache server that's available on port 8009. And then there is another web server that is available on port 8080. Okay, so we're going to see what kind of questions they're asking us for. It says, find the services exposed by the machine. So we've completed that. All right, our next task is to, what is the name of the hidden directory on the web server? Okay, so in order for us to find that we're going to use a tool like DIRB. So to do that, you can press enter. That'll take you back down to your command line. And you can press clear. That'll take you back up to the top. We're going to say DIRB. And I think it's DIRB dash you. Actually, it may just be DIRB. Um, 10.10.10. All right. I don't know why my computer's acting so slow today. 10.10.232.22 is mine. Oh, it needs, okay. So you can press the up arrow to bring it back, and then we're going to add an HTTP in front of it. And that'll kick off DIRB. And what DIRB does is it goes and it tries to find all of the hidden directories that are on the web server. So DIRB completed, and it told us that there are, looks like 2 folders that are on here. One of them is called development. The other one is called server status. And then there's an HTML page. So the question is specifically asking is what's the name of the hidden directory? So the hidden directory is called development. All right, so then it says you brute forcing to find the username and password. Okay, so let's see. Let's see, Hydra.
Hey, Tanisha, you said there should have been DIRB space HTTP and then my IP address, right?
Yes, your IP address.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do But I think before we do that, we need to, this is not in order. So what it says is use brute forcing to find the username and password. So what is the password and what is the username? But I think we need to do some before we do that. I think we need to log into the SMB server first. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to ignore this for a second and just do this how I would normally do this. All right, can you guys see my screen still?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no, that's not the one I want. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to put in the IP address that you have on your machine, so not the same as mine. So 10.10.232.22 is mine, and we're going to be looking in the development folder because that's the hidden directory. So there are two things that are in here. So there is a dev.txt and there is a j.txt.
Tanisha, I can't see your
We're
screen.
looking at a PDF file on your screen right now.
Okay, hold on. Stop. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's two files that are on here. There is a dev.txt and there is a j.txt. So let's see what's in here. So in the dev.txt, we see that there's a message. It says, I've been messing around with stuff and it's pretty cool. I think it might be neat to host this on our server too. Haven't made any real web apps yet, but I have tried that example. You get to show off how it works. It's the REST version of the example. Oh, and right now I'm using version 2.5.12 because the other versions were giving me trouble. SMB has been configured. I got Apache set up. We'll put in our content later. Okay, so there are two people talking here, A and J. And let's go back and see what is in the J file. For J, I've been adding the contents of the SE shadow file to make sure we don't have any. I've been auditing the contents of the SE shadow file to make sure we don't have any weak credentials, and I was able to crack your hash really easily. You know our password policy, so please follow it. Change that password ASAP. So it looks like whoever J is has a really weak password. So we will go back. All right. I'm sorry, is there a question? No? Okay.
Yeah,
right,
I'm just trying to figure out how you got that directory up there.
So you put in the IP address of your machine right here, and then say /development. So we saw that /development was the hidden directory. So that's why we came here to take a look at these.
Got it. Oh, I went into the text file. Okay, I'm sorry. You're good.
Okay. All right. So those are the messages. All right. So let's try to log into the SMB server. So we can minimize this web browser here for a minute. And we're going to go back over to our terminal window. And you're going to say SMB client. And then I think it is 2, but it might be 4. We'll start with 2. 2.10.10.232.22, where that is your IP address, not mine. And I think we need a -L in here. And we'll see if that's right, if it complains. So enter the work group's password. So we're just going to press enter for that and see if it lets us in. So it does. It tells us that there is an anonymous disk on here and there is an IPC service. Okay. So we're going to press the up arrow and we're going to add 2 more slashes and say anonymous so that we can go check out and see what's in that anonymous disk. And if I'm not mistaken, we get rid of the L and add 2 more backslashes. We'll find out in a minute. So 4 backslashes, your IP address, and then slash anonymous. And we'll see if that lets us in. All right, so we are in, which is perfect. So we need to say LS. So LS is going to show us what's in here. So LS means list service. I'm sorry, list. I don't know why I'm having a mind blank, but it basically says list the structure within the folder. So when we do that, we see that there is a staff.txt file, and then there are 2 other folders in here, 2 other directories. So what we're going to do is get that staff.txt and see if it tells us who the 2 people who are talking to each other. So we can say get staff.txt. So when we say get staff.txt, what that's going to do is it's going to bring that down to the computer that we started with. So we can say file and just say new, because I want to stay logged into this SMB server. So I want to go and create a new tab back on the computer that we're on. And if we say ls again, we'll see that there's a staff.txt file there that's been downloaded. So we can say cat staff.txt. And when we do that, it says, announcement to the staff, please do not upload any non-work related items to the shared drive. I know it's all in fun, but this is how mistakes happen. This means you, Jan, signed K. Okay, so that means we've got 2 people here. We've got Jan, and we've got K. And we already know that Jan has a weak password because Kay told us that in the notes that you left for her. So we're going to use something like Hydra to figure out what Jan's password is. So to do that, we're going to say Hydra. I see a question. The command was SMB client space 4 backslashes IP address / anonymous. So it should be SMB client 1, 2, 3, 4 IP anonymous. Oh, there's no E at the end of that in anonymous. But after you do that, you just press enter, and then it shows you, then you can say ls to list the structure within that folder.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we're going to use Hydra, and we're going to say Hydra dash, I think it's dash, is it L? Let's see, I'll figure this out in a minute. We're looking for Jan. We're going to say dash P, and then we're going to say user share word list rock you, and then we're going to, I think we're looking for SSH, but let me just check. Dash L Jan and then dash P the directory and then SSH. Okay. So dash L Jan dash P and then SSH. SSH and press enter. So that's going to go through and it's going to try to log into, oh, you know what? I didn't tell it what IP address to look for. So it's not going to be happy. Let's see what it says. All right, so I can press the up arrow to get back to, let's see. SSH and then colon // and then the IP address. So mine is 10.10.232.22, and yours is whatever's going to be on your machine. Let me make sure I got that syntax right. I think that's correct. All right, so then that kicks off Hydra, and what it's going to do is it's going to go through like the entire Rocky list, and it's going to try to use all of those passwords to log in on port 22, which is over the SSH service that we saw when we did our enumeration. And it's going to try to figure out what Jan's password is, because we know Jan's password is weak, so it's probably going to be in this list. All right, Tony, this is going to take a couple of minutes. So what's going on? Where are you at?
Yeah, I got as far as, seeing what was listed. Let me just share my screen. That way it'll be less talking and more showing.
Sounds good.
Can you see that?
Yep. All right, so you are logged in. All right, so you're going to say SMB client.
Uh-oh. What just happened?
I see your screen.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I stopped talking because I didn't see you typing. All right, SMB client, and then 4 backslashes, and then your IP address. So 10.10.133.125 / maybe another backslash. No, just put anonymous, ANONYMOUS. And if it complains, we need to add another backslash. Press enter. Yeah, it complained. All right, so you need another backslash before anonymous. Oh, before anonymous.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and get rid of the one after. All right, press enter.
Okay.
All right, so say ls to see what's in here.
Yeah, I made it there.
And then say get staff.txt. All right, and then say file, new tab.
Say file.
No.
Oh.
At the top, you have to
got
tap
it.
the terminal, say file, new tab.
That's where I got jacked up. Okay.
All right, and then say ls. Enter. Yeah, and then say cat space staff.txt. Yep. All right, and then see, now we see that there are 2 people. Their names are Jan and Kay. So we're going to do Hydra now. So say Hydra, HYDRA, space -L space Jan, JAN, space -P. Oh, and that L should be little.
Oh, sorry.
So big L means you're going to include a list. Little L just means I'm giving you just one.
Got it.
So -L space Jan space -P space slash backslash
That's a forward slash, sorry.
user USR / share / word, type in WO and then press tab. Okay, so change share to shares with an S / and then type WO and press tab. No? User, hold on, let me go and look on mine.
Word list.
Do you spell out user or is it just USR?
Oh, you know what? It's not backslashes, it's forward slashes. User share and then word list.
Oh, it should be forward slashes?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, nope. I'm sorry.
User, one share with no S.
I did it again.
Okay. And now press tab. There we go. Press / RO tab. And then SSH colon / is it / I think it might be / / and then your IP address. So 10.10, what was it, 133?
Yeah, I've memorized it by now.
Okay.
Okay.
My memory's horrible. All right, so press enter. All right, so it should start working for you. Does anybody else need help catching up?
Thank you, Tanisha.
No worries. All right, so I'm still in the screen back. There we go. All right, so we came back and Jan's password is Armando. So we can be able to log in. Let's see what questions we need. So it says, what is the username? The username is Jan. What is the password? We see it's Armando. What service do you use to access the server? Answer in abbreviated in all caps. So it's either going to be SMB or SSH. Nope. Okay. Enumerate the machine to find any privileges to find any vectors for privilege escalation. What is the name of the other user you found in all lowercase? So we know that the other person is K. And then wants to know a final password. So we need to privilege escalate, and it says, if you have found another user, what can you do with this information? So we can do this to privilege escalate, but let's see what it says. Apart from a password, how else can a user access the machine? We can access the machine.
I'm sorry, real quick. I see on your screen where it displays the password, but did you put another command in to find the password after that last command I should have seen one?
Yeah, so you should have seen a password for Jan pop up after it finished. Did it finish? You want to share your screen? Yeah, yours isn't finished yet.
Oh, okay. All right, I got nervous. All right, thanks.
No worries. Yeah, so after it finishes, then you should see. Are you going to share? Okay. All right. You should see the login for Jan, which is Jan and Armando. So, so we need to, I guess, enumerate the machine to find any vectors for privilege escalation, and then we need to do something with this other user, which involves another way to access a machine aside from a password, which is probably going to end up being some kind of private or public key. So let's log in with Jan. So we can say SSH Jan at 10.10.-232.22. Yours is whatever yours is. And we want to say yes. All right, so Jan's password is Armando. It's not going to move or show you that you're typing in letters, so just type it in, don't mess it up, and then press enter. And if you put it in wrong, you'll get another opportunity to put it in. So when we do that, we should be able to log in here as Jan. So the first thing you want to do is say, who am I? And it should tell us that we are in here as Jan. So let's see what's on Jan's machine. So we can say ls. And when we do that, we see there's nothing in here. Someone has a question. Yeah, it took a couple of minutes. I was talking, which is distracted you, and then mine was able to finish, but it takes a couple of minutes to do. All right, so let's see where we're at. We have Jan's password. Oh, okay, so we're going to see if we can get access to her manager stuff. So we're going to say CD. Okay, CD home/K. All right, so let's see, CD/home. Are all of my slashes backwards today? So CD to /home, and then we'll say ls, and we'll see that there is a Jan folder and there's a K folder. So let us go to the K folder and see if we can get in there. We can. So if we say ls, that tells us that there looks like a backup password file. So let's say cat password.back and see what's in here. And if we're lucky, we'll see this is a key. Okay, so it says that we don't have ability to be able to access it. But that's probably why we're going to try to escalate our privileges. All right, so let's see, ls. Actually, I want to say ls-alt, see what else is in here. And we see, it says sudo as admin successful. We see a .ssh directory. So let's see, there's something in this .ssh directory. And if we say ls in here, there's an authorized key, there's an ID for RSA, and then there's the ID RSA pub. So let's see, cat authorized keys. I don't have to type a long password anymore. Okay, so it looks like we have something that is in base64 encoded. Let's see. So we're going to try to do, we're going to try to use this key in order to figure out what her password is. So we're going to say sudo John ID underscore, and John is kind of like Hydra. It's just basically used to be able to crack passwords. Key, and then we're going to say word list again / user shares word list rock u.text. What is the password for Jan? Jan's password is Armando. It says, Jan is not in the sudoers file. This incident will be reported. That's fine. Let's see, it says SSH-L, and we're trying to log in with Jan at the IP address is 10.10. Is it 232.22? 10.10.232.22, and I'm going to try to log in with, oh, I want to try to log in with that RSA key we just saw, ID underscore RSA. Yes, I think that we were supposed to, from that base 64, get the passphrase. So we may have to go back and copy that. And Jan's password, it says it failed to add you to the list of hosts. So we're in here as Jan. Oh, no, we're supposed to, sorry. We're supposed to be doing this with Kay, not Jan. Jan's password is Armando. Did you put the IP address in there right? So let's see. We want to try to log in. We need to so scroll up a little bit, and we're going to get that that key, which is base 64, and go figure out what the passcode is. So this thing that ends with the equal, I know it's a base 64 because it ends in equal. So you can copy this and say, edit, copy, let's see. All right, we'll circle back around, Tony, in a couple minutes to see what's going on. All right. All right, so copy that, and it's in base 64. So we're going to say echo. I don't know why my thing is moving so slow. So echo, and then right click and paste the paste the base 64 that we just copied. And then we're going to do a pipe and then say base 64-D. So what that's going to do is it's going to decode the base 64 into what should be our passcode, and that is not a passcode. That RSA key, use SSH to John. Here's a hint, sudo John, use with that password. Let's log into the other, with the other user's RSA key. All right. All right, let's try this again. Use SSH to John. So sudo John ID underscore RSA underscore key, word list, user, word list equals user, share, word list, RockU, dot text, and your password is Armando. And it's not in the sudoers file. RSA key use looks nice. Use SSH to John. Here's a hint. Okay, so my notes are obviously not working. Let's go see what they do. Nope. Nope. No, that's not even English. So John, word list. Okay, so let's try to follow this. Where did it go? No. It says, let's see, but luckily we can find this and crack the key with John the Ripper. So using SSH. All right, so SSH to John .py and then ID _ RSA John ID RSA .hash. And what does it say? John ID RSA hash. Okay, sounds good. All right. Let's try the other one. John. Oh, I need to get the hash first in order for that to work. Sudo. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is not working. Because I've done this room before and it's not. Let's see. Oh, okay. So case matters in that Hydra command. All right, so we will just go ahead and stop here. For whatever reason, I'm not able to do this. I have to figure this out. I recorded this before, so I can go back and look and see what worked then. And then I'll update, I'll provide the updated instructions on the Black Girls Hack site. But other than that, any questions on any of the other stuff that we did that actually did work?